Flau'Jae, Johnson's heart still aches while talking about Caitlin Clark's Iowa at March Madness. Jae Johnson doesn't do setbacks, she turns them into fuel. She's already proven that, winning a national championship as a freshman, making waves in the music industry, and becoming one of the biggest NIL stars in college sports. Now, with March Madness just around the corner, she's setting the tone in her own way, through music. She just dropped her latest track, What It Takes, in collaboration with Powerade and Lyrical Lemonade, a song that captures the grind, the late nights, and the relentless work from September to March. It's all about what separates champions from the rest. But as the tournament looms, one nightmare still lingers, the sting of last year's loss. She is still nursing a heartbreak from the Tigers' Elite Eight clash against Caitlin Clark and her Iowa Hawkeyes. And if there's anything worse than losing a game, it's losing and then having internet trolls remind you of it repeatedly. So, she wants to make sure history doesn't repeat itself. The stage was set last year. LSU had a chance to silence doubters, defend their national crown, and send Caitlin Clark home. Instead, the Tigers found themselves on the wrong end of Clark's masterpiece that sent Iowa to the Final Four with a 94-87 win. Johnson, like most of the world watching, was left in disbelief, wondering if Clark had somehow unlocked NBA 2K sliders in real life. Flau'Jae did everything she could, dropping 23 points and fighting until the final buzzer. Her final act: sprinting down the court with 14.2 seconds left, drilling a three-pointer to cut the lead to 7. But it was too late. Iowa was headed to the Final Four. For Johnson, the pain wasn't just about losing, it was about seeing someone else celebrate a moment she believed should have been hers. I remember seeing them celebrating, all the confetti and everything, and damn, that should have been us, she reflected. That could have been us. I don't want to be that close again. I want to be there. Now, losing a game is tough. Losing a game and then opening your Instagram to find Clark owns you in every comment? That's a different level of pain. Last year in September, she opened up about her post-game social media experience on her podcast, Best of Both Worlds. She told Livy Dunn, after the Iowa game, when we lost, all my comments was just like, Clark owns you, and I was getting so mad, I was wanting to reply. We had already lost, and then the trolls was in my comments. Maybe I was hot. We understand why the wound is still so fresh. But to her doubters, she had a clear message. When Iowa headed to the Final Four, she made it clear that she would return with drum rolls, writing on her Instagram, "This season has been the hardest season of basketball I've ever played, but also the most rewarding. The amount of perspective I've gained has been incredible. But also my love for not only the game, but for the process has grown so much." She added, "We'll be back, and I'll be better." And she meant it. Since then, she hasn't just relied on motivation, she started working quite hard to ensure this doesn't happen again. Do you know her secret sauce? Learning from the best. Flau'Jae Johnson's blueprint for redemption. During a game against South Carolina in January, ESPN's Holly Rowe casually dropped a bombshell. She's been working a lot in the off-season with some high-profile training partners, Caitlin Clark and Paige Buchers. She said she's learning a lot from Caitlin, that's right. Flau'Jae is training with Clark, the very player who knocked LSU out of March Madness. It's an unusual strategy, but it speaks to her mentality. She doesn't just want revenge. She wants to reach greatness. And she's already putting in the work, averaging 18.9 points and 5.8 rebounds per game, a clear leap from last season. Learning how to read defenses at Clark's speed, developing a sharper shot, and mastering the art of controlling tempo, it's all part of the plan. I love that she's seeking out some of the very best in the game to sharpen her skills.